Hello, this is the beginning of a series of videos I will be uploading to this channel, Cortes English, so that we can study the Bible together. We will start with the first Gospel of this Lent, so we travel back to February 26, Ash Wednesday. The English that we will be learning today is how to make imperatives. Let's start by learning some vocabulary. There are 5 words that we need to learn at this point. So, a question you need to practice in order to know how to say words in English is how do you say orar, how do you say ayunar, how do you say dar limosna, poner la cara triste, and premiar in English. These are words necessary for us to understand the gospel we will be listening to in our session today. So repeat after me if you want. Pray, fast, give alms, look dismal, and reward. What does pray mean? What does fast mean? What does give alms mean? What does look dismal mean? And finally, what does reward mean? Is your grandmother, is your wife happy when you put your elbows on the table? No, she isn't. What does she say to you? Don't put your elbows on the table. Look at this illustration down here. Don't put your elbows on the table when you're eating. Imperatives are verbs in the base form used to give orders or commands, give directions or instructions, make requests. Usually we add the word please to make a request. Imperatives are also verbs in base form we use to give advice or suggestions. Very important, and something we're going to be focusing on today is give warnings, and also they are used to invite someone. Negative imperatives. In the Bible, we frequently find warnings or negative imperatives, statements that tell us the things or activities that are not good for our spiritual health. The following are ways to express negative imperatives. The most common way to give a negative imperative is to use the form do not or its contracted form don't. Do not have other gods before me. Do not kill. Don't steal are commandments we find in the Bible. Here we can see 3 positive and their corresponding negative imperatives. Positive, get up early. Negative, don't get up early. Park your car here. Don't park your car here. Post those letters. Don't post those letters. The structure of the negative imperatives is don't plus your verb in base form. Don't open your books or do not open your books. Don't turn right or do not turn right. Don't speak Spanish or do not speak Spanish. Don't stop talking or don't look at the board now. Okay? We start with the reading of our Gospel For today, February 27th, Ash Wednesday, beginning of Lent.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Apostle Matthew. Jesus said to his disciples, "Beware of practicing your piety before others in order to be seen by them, for then you have no reward from your Father in heaven. So whenever you give alms, do not sound a trumpet before you, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, so that they may be praised by others. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward. But when you give alms, do not let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, so that your alms may be done in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you. And whenever you pray, do not be like the hypocrites, for they love to stand and pray in the synagogues and at the street corners, so that they may be seen by others. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward. But whenever you pray, go into your room and shut the door and pray to your Father who is in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you. And whenever you fast, do not look dismal, like the hypocrites, for they disfigure their faces so as to show others that they are fasting. Truly I tell you, they have received their reward. But when you fast, put oil on your head and wash your face, so that your fasting may be seen not by others but by your Father who is in secret, and your Father who sees in secret will reward you." The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Okay, so as a summary about these negative imperatives, we can practice these 4 sentences. God is not happy when we are like the hypocrites. So, he says, do not be like the hypocrites. Don't sound a trumpet before you when you give alms. Don't let your left hand know what your right hand is doing, and do not look dismal when you fast. Please repeat these 4 sentences, practice them, and we will be covering several grammatical aspects while we study and listen to the word of the Lord. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson. See you next time.